Hi, my name is Sunday. In this video, I'll be talking about protection permits to be given to those in camp if if only they can prove that such things like violence, ill treatment, and imprisonment have happened to them prior before their arrival here in Italy. If they can prove that all those things or some of those things had happened to them back there in Libya. So with that, they can be given at least special protection. So that is what the Supreme Court had ruled. There was a case study of what happened to a Nigerian lady, and now that is going to set a precedent or is going to set an action that many are going to follow or many commissions are going to follow to give documents to people that we prove or that we have proof of any kind of violence or any kind of thing that have happened to them back there in Libya before they came or crossed over to Italy. Now, first, before we dive deep into it, if you know you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe and make sure you click the notification bell so that whenever I upload any new videos or information, you will know. Now, let's get started. So, on the 15th of July 2021, the Supreme Court here in Italy ruled that whoever that have passed through ill treatment, violence, or imprisonment in Libya before the person will travel to Italy, those group of people, if they have those proof or they can prove it, those people will be granted special protection, at least special protection permits for humanitarian reason. So that is it. It says violence, ill treatment, detention, the migrants who has had to undergo all this must be granted a residence permit for humanitarian reasons. So that is what the Supreme Court had ruled, that whoever that will pass through all these things, it might just be one, whoever that can prove it that he has undergone one thing or the other, those people will be granted humanitarian protection or special protection. It says, although there are no prerequisites for typical protection such as refugee status or subsidiary protection. So what they are saying is that this thing that they just said now, violence and other things, will not be a condition for them to grant asylum protection or subsidiary protection. So that is what they are saying. They said at least humanitarian protection or special protection. So that is the only one they can grant. If only you have proofs. So if you can prove that those things or one of those things have happened to you back there in Libya, this will be a precedent on ground, an action that will make them start giving document to people ever that have passed through such violence or such things before in Libya before the person traveled to Italy. So that is what they are saying. It says the Supreme Court acknowledged that the Nigerian woman, that is the case of the Nigerian woman during a journey of hope suffered attempt of violence. So she suffered attempt of violence, beatings, and was also imprisoned for a month. She was also imprisoned in Libya. So much so that she lost the child she was expecting from a partner. So these are the conditions that the Supreme Court looked at and said, no, with all these things that have happened to this woman, at least waiting, may they still give her humanitarian protection. That's just it. At least special protection. It says all this which took place both in the desert and in Libya. All these things took place in the desert and also in Libya. Seriously compromised women's health. So according to the Supreme Court, the violence, the ill treatment, the imprisonment, even the loss of the child in her womb, all these ones compromise the women's health. So these are the grounds or the reason why the Supreme Court ruled and said whoever that will pass through any such a thing like this, the person, at least, even if the person is not granted subsidiary, even if the person is not granted refugee status, which is asylum, at least one has still given special protection or humanitarian protection. So that is what the Supreme Court is saying. And precisely for this reason, Because of all these reasons, or for this reason, it must be protected. She must be protected. So that is what they said. Even in the absence of the condition for typical protection, even in the absence whereby there are no grant for them to even grant her protection, at least with all these things, they should grant her document. So this is the ruling of the Supreme Court, and this is going to be a precedent on grant. It's going to be an action of which they need to follow in future. So the commission needs to follow this precedent that the Supreme Court has laid down to make sure that whoever that we have proof of one thing or the other can be granted at least humanitarian protection. So if you know you are hurt there, you are in camp, you have any proof regarding to all those things, violence, ill-treatment, imprisonment, or one abuse or the other. So if you know you have all those proof, you can put it to them in your commission. With all these things, at least, even though they don't give you 5 years asilo or 5 years subsidiary, at least they will give you special protection, 1 year or 2 years special protection. So this is what the Supreme Court has ruled on the 15th of July 2021, and it's going to stand as an action or precedence in the future. So thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Please like, comment, and make sure you share it to others as well. And if you know you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe, and make sure you click the notification bell so whenever I upload any new videos or information, you will know. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye.